All right, welcome to the Vent Box Season 2. Let it out, get it off your chest. Who's calling?
This is Ericka.
Hi, Ericka. How are you?
I am great. How are you today?
I am good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, especially at my age.
Oh, honey.
Child, it's tired. Why am I tired all the time? But yeah. Anyway, this is not my vent. This is yours. What's on your mind?
Well, speaking of age,
okay,
my vent is... So I'm a woman of a certain age.
Okay.
I just had a 51st birthday.
Nice. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So 3 years ago, I had a hysterectomy.
Okay.
We're jumping right in. I had a lot of, feminine issues.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So my doctors asked me for years, why don't you do it? And I was like, why don't you go to hell?
Right.
And so I finally decided after, a year of just extreme pain and everything else that's horrible, I finally decided to do it.
Okay.
So as I decided to do it, I would talk to women who had it done just to get advice. And they talked to me about everything but what actually happened.
Oh, no.
So the whole thing was sex. Your sex life's going to change. Yeah. This is going to happen. It's going to be sex.
I heard
and
that.
Everything was the sex talk.
Okay.
But they didn't tell me I was going to gain 50 pounds.
Yeah, hormones are a mother. I heard, yeah.
So my vent is, why don't older women tell you the real?
Because it seems like older women become cougars and all they damn care about is sex. Obviously. Obviously, everything else is not the priority. Yeah, I don't understand that. I'm definitely one to ask questions, and for that to be the across the board feedback that you got, that's super whack. We need to do better with it.
Do better. Now, I couldn't ask my mom because, my mom also had a hysterectomy when she was in her 40s, but she didn't go through the menopause part.
Okay.
So she didn't gain weight. She didn't have night sweats. She said she had a couple of night sweats.
Okay.
She didn't go through the hot flashes and all that. So I would be like, Mom, I think I'm having a hot flash. What is it like? And she couldn't tell me. Oh. So I had to turn to other people.
My mother said that to me.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know. I ain't deal with none of that. Wait, what?
See?
What?
And that ain't right. That's not fair.
Yeah. And I always attribute it to my mom always having to be the exception to the rule with everything. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
I don't know about that.
So, but even when my menstrual started, my mom found out, I didn't even tell her. That's just me, child. I didn't tell her. And so my mom probably found out, I was 4 months in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. I just went to her do you have? And she was like, for what? Oh my God. I was like, oh no, child, it's been 4 months. She was like, what? Yeah. But she was on the road a lot at the time. So it was just But I don't know why they don't, and I didn't have the talk about that either, So I don't really know what that is. I feel like a lot of it is the previous generation. They be keeping shit locked up, man.
Yeah. But guess what didn't change, Keisha?
What's that?
My sex life.
Girl, you going.
The thing that did not change, the thing that they were telling me that would change, that didn't change.
You ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
I'm 50 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
But
that's all right. Oh, well. More to love. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's super whack, though, because I feel like, I don't know why so many things are taboo within our community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just didn't talk about, it was something back in the day that, we were taught to be ashamed of. And, a woman is considered unclean and, all that stuff. And so, you kind of, everybody tucked it. They tucked all the important information, though. Yeah, exactly.
Even down to what they called it, the change.
Yes.
Yeah, the change in what? Tell us what the change is.
What is the change? What's
changing? And now we around here looking crazy, can't wear our clothes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's unfortunate because, I have aunts. I have, it seems like it's really a thing from the previous generation. Like, they're just not. We're the information generation.
Exactly.
Like we telling everything. You know what I mean? We're sharing it all, and so. Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate. And with hysterectomies, can I ask you, like, what was your experience like in terms of like, okay, so when your doctor recommended it initially, you said, hell no, but you decided to go ahead and get it. Do you feel like he or she, your doctor?
Oh, I fired a lot of them.
Okay, yeah. Do you feel like it was the first, option that they gave you? Did they give you other options?
No. When I was, that's why I went through so many doctors. So the first time I heard that, I was like 28, 29 years old. At the time, wanted to be married, wanted to have kids. Yeah. And so I went through, one year, I went through about 5 or 6 doctors until I found the doctor who said, you know what, we'll fix it. Yeah. And I had uterine fibroids. And so he was able to remove one, and it was a massive one, and it was, kept me in pain. Yeah. And so he removed that, and I was fine for many years. And then just the last, I guess, 5 years ago, it was just horrible, but it was, I was told it was part of perimenopause, which is something else we don't talk about. Yes, because I didn't know. I literally had, if it wasn't for the internet's child, we wouldn't know shit. Not jack. Yeah. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, like you said, we're the information generation, and so we're willing to have that conversation. Yeah. I find myself telling my mother stuff now. Like, I'm the one who does the research. I'm the one who looks things up. She's like, oh, look at you. Wait, what? You should have been at this, woman. Yeah. You could have went to the library. You know what I mean? And did the same damn thing. Okay, exactly. Y'all let's do it, every damn thing. But I'm sorry, So they said, because I don't know that this particular person was a male or female. And it depended on, who, and I hate to go here, but the ethnicity of the doctor. Yep. So it was the Indian doctors who told, male and female, who told me, well, you just need to go ahead and have a baby so we can remove it. Right. Okay. Like, what do you mean? What does that even mean? At the time, I wasn't even dating anybody. How am I supposed to have this baby, and who's going to care for it? Was my question. And then before they could answer, I was like, you know what? That's all right. You're fired. That's interesting. Yeah. And so, for, I think, and the research that I found at the time was 50% of all women in the United States have problems with fibroids. Yep. 80% of that 50% are Black. Yep. And so the first thing that they tell us is to go ahead and have a hysterectomy because we don't matter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that way you can't have no more kids, and you can't populate the planet with your kind. And it's definitely a thing within our community. And it's funny because the fibroid situation is more prevalent in our community as well. But I believe, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure it has everything to do with diet, socioeconomic status, and those of us who don't have the privilege of choosing to eat healthy, all the time, maybe every now and then when I can afford it, but we were, and then same thing with us, like if we don't have health insurance, we're more inclined to not go to the doctor. Absolutely. So by the time we do go to the doctor, it's so far gone. Yep. And we're in so much pain or whatever that we just like, I gotta deal with the situation. Yep. So and the hysterectomies are given mostly for non-cancerous issues. Yep. Absolutely. The research that I did initially, and this was like 2003, showed that a vegan diet initially when I went vegan. That was why.
Wow.
Because a vegan diet helps to, our foods are filled with hormones.
Yep.
And think about, when you think about eggs, we're eating what we have in our body.
Exactly.
And making it worse. And then the shelf life or the life farm to table for chicken is 3 weeks.
Girl, at the longest.
Right. I
knew someone who worked, I'm not going to say it, the name of the child. I'd be trying to sue me and my little podcast. I ain't even went nowhere yet. He worked at a chicken plant, and he said that he had seen them, it was a week.
Yeah.
A week. 10 days.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes. So you're giving the chicken all these hormones so you can hurry put the food out and make money. And we're also ingesting that.
Right. And then young girls are having periods at 9.
Yeah, at 9. Yeah.
And that's why.
Because I remember at 14, for me, it was early. And I was like, and it was early. I think that it's kicking in. I remember, I think that was the reason why I didn't tell my mother.
Okay.
Because I felt like, oh, it's so early. She gonna start jumping on me. Where you at? What time? Don't be, who that? It's gonna be all that.
Right.
And it was already a lot of extra stuff because she'd be out of town. And then when she come back, it was like, oh, you know what I mean? And it was just like, I was like, I'm not talking to her. She gonna go take it to 10. And then, I'm gonna be a hoe every time I stay out 5 minutes longer than I didn't make my curfew.
Right. And you're not even doing nothing.
But that's gonna be the concern. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, but now 9, that's...
Yeah, I mean, I was 11 and I had issues from day one. When I tell you, I had issues from day one. And
mine was always very, very, very heavy.
Yeah. And here's another thing. Our periods are only supposed to be 1 to 3 days.
Yes.
Anything longer than 2 is a hemorrhage.
Child.
I was going like 9, 10, 11, 12 days. I had 5 good days a month.
Yeah.
And then I had to have 3 blood transfusions before I could even have the surgery because I was depleted.
Yeah.
And so I'm sleeping all the time. Everybody thinks I'm lazy. I'm tired.
Yeah, you ain't got no
damn blood.
You got no iron.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm hemorrhaging most of the damn month.
That's horrible.
Yes.
That's horrible. So you may have been kind of predisposed.
Yeah. I think I was.
Considering, your situation early on, like when you first started your menstrual.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like, I'm just glad, shout out to the previous generation. But I'm so glad we came along.
Exactly.
I'm not, I'm here, you here.
Right.
We made it. But girl, because we could think about stuff in our childhood that we was able to do. And be like, wait, just stay outside, just go until ain't wasn't no cell phones, just go until the street lights come on. That's right. Just get out of here.
Right.
So now it's like I wouldn't even dream of it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, we made it.
I remember being 12, getting on the CTA in Chicago, going from my house to downtown to meet my mom.
Yep.
Ain't no 12-year-old supposed to be on no damn bus.
Nope. I had friends in New York that would ride the subway. It was normal to ride public transportation every day to school.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Yeah. That's what it was. I don't really know where people are now, but then it kind of made me, in hindsight, happy that my mom said, we moving down to Georgia.
Yeah.
At the time, I was protesting, kicking and screaming and all that stuff. But I'm, in hindsight, I'm glad because I can't even imagine my kid going on public transportation to go to school. I would be stressed out every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
And it's crazy when we go back to hysterectomies. When we talk about that, they were also saying that like Black women are. I did a little, some studying just a while back because it was a cousin of mine that was told that she needed a hysterectomy. Like she had some sort of a large. Her fibroid was growing so big that it literally made her stomach protrude. So they were like, "Oh, hysterectomy." And I was like, "No." And it was like the day before she was scheduled. I was like, "No, I don't think you need to do it. And she was early 40s, like maybe 39,
Okay.
40. And I was like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. She said, I was feeling the same way. And she ended up finding a holistic doctor. She delayed the thing, found a holistic doctor, and the holistic doctor was like, oh no, we can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very matter of fact about it.
Yeah.
And she ended up like standing them up. Like she literally missed the surgery appointment.
Good.
Never showed up at the hospital.
Good. Yes. It can be done. I did it for many, many years. I was stressed.
Yeah.
Because all of this happened when I moved out of state.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there pretty much by myself. And job was stressful, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So by the time I got the break to get it treated, like you were saying earlier, it was way too late.
Yeah.
So it was no holistic doctor that was going to fix it because it was just out of control.
Yeah. And they say that like the fibroids for us, well, they say fibroids are generally because of like prepackaged foods and white pastas and sugars and flours and stuff like that. And so because we're in an age where people want everything to be instant, you know, and often that's the case in our communities, you know, our lower income communities, you know. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, well, let's fill up, eat these potatoes, eat this rice, you know. And
I was working 13-hour days, Keisha. I was working, and by the time I got off, and you know how it is in the Northeast, certain parts of the Northeast, it's shut down at 9 o'clock. And I was getting off at work at 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I going to eat? Oh, I got this dinner, this frozen dinner that I can make.
Swanson, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't working.
Man. We just got to constantly stay on top of us.
Yeah.
Our business.
Yeah.
Like literally the business of, not just the business of women, but the business of Black women. Because sometimes I really feel like we out here by ourselves.
Exactly. And sometimes we don't even have each other, but that's a whole different show.
That's a whole nother show, girl. Call me back. But I appreciate you for calling. I feel like this information will be helpful to others. And really just get that second and third opinion. And if you're feeling a way about it, don't rush.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah.
And do your research. Read about it. Talk to women. And and if they tell you about sex, keep it moving. Find somebody who want to talk to you about something else. Yeah. Yeah. Because your libido, all of that is, you know, that's an individual thing. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So don't stress about your weight. Plus COVID probably has something to do with it too, child. Probably. Well, because we all, child, I felt like, girl, I was like, okay, this gotta go. I couldn't get no clothes. When it was time to go back to work, I was like, and I just refused to buy that many clothes. Yeah. Correct. Not buying a whole wardrobe behind this Rona. I'm gonna be in sweats until I can get some of this thing gone. Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, thank you so much for calling. And, you know, we can call and talk about the hateration and within the community whenever you feel like it. Sounds good. Okay. Appreciate you, sis. Thank you. All right.